Papers have been closing and downsizing for years, and that affects all of us.
Is journalism dying? That's what the mainstream media has been telling you for the past 2 years, along with warnings that the death of the media could spell catastrophe for our democracy. Well, it's certainly true that some of the biggest corporate players in media are declining. That's why they're sounding the alarm and trying to get more attention. Not coincidentally, they're also facing a credibility crisis, with recent polls showing a majority of Americans say they have lost trust in the media. But here's what they're not telling you. The internet is booming with new and independent voices that respond to a growing popular demand for honesty and nuance. See, much of the negative spin we hear about the death of the media comes from the corners of the media that are dying, network television and print media especially. Meanwhile, massively popular commentators like Jordan Peterson, Ben Shapiro, Joe Rogan, Dave Rubin, and Philip DeFranco are dominating on the internet. And how powerful are these new media commentators? Well, just recently, Jack Dorsey, CEO of Twitter and one of the most powerful men alive, came under fire for his handling of so-called hate speech. To address the controversy, where did Dorsey go? To CNN's Anderson Cooper? To the New York Times? No, he joined Joe Rogan in studio for an episode of the Joe Rogan Experience podcast. Twice. Why? Because Dorsey knows that today's audiences crave real, honest conversation instead of canned propaganda. He knew that viewers would trust a conversation with Joe Rogan because they see Rogan as authentic and independent. And that's why, as Joe Rogan has claimed, the Upstart podcast gets as many as 30 million downloads and views per episode. That's a larger audience than Sean Hannity, Anderson Cooper, and Rachel Maddow combined. And that's also why Ben Shapiro reportedly gets 15 million podcast downloads per month. Why Dave Rubin was able to raise $20,000 of monthly fan donations in just 5 days when he launched his YouTube channel. And why the famously even-handed Philip DeFranco's news and commentary show regularly gets over 1 million views per episode. American consumers are watching less and less TV and more YouTube, listening to less radio and more online podcasts. Observers in the legacy media clearly don't like it, but they can't deny it's true. The media isn't dying in America. It's being reborn. What are your favorite sources of news and commentary? Are there any new media figures you watch or listen to every day? Start a conversation in the comments below. This has been an episode of CVTV. Subscribe to CVTV on YouTube, follow us on Facebook and Twitter, and sign up at catholicvote.org/loop.